Hi guys, and welcome to another WordPress video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we've built this WooCommerce shop site here. This is part of a course we did online. If you want to take the course, I've got a discount coupon below this video if you want to learn how to build this particular site. We used a free template and a free WordPress build to build this site here. It's a clothing store with all kind of different things and accessories and bits and pieces. What we're going to do in this series of video, we're going to install a plugin called Elementor, which will allow us to build extra pages. We've got plenty of pages on here. But what it's going to do is allow us to build real custom style pages. So follow along with this series and we'll show you how to build some great things using the Elementor plugin. Okay, let's continue on. I've got my Elementor open here. And let's build. Yesterday we did this little video section. Let's do a little full width film strip type gallery with Lightbox effect. So I'm going to hit the little red button here to add a new section. I'm going to select full width again. I'm going to go to my little square matrix up the top here. I'm going to go down. I'm going to select an image gallery. I'm going to drag it over. There we go. And what I want to do is, at the moment, this is what they call box. You see it ends there and there. I want to make this full width, so it stretches the full width of the screen there. So let's just go to our section and content width. There we go. I want to change it from boxed to full width. Now you can see that's stretching the full width of the viewable area. So let's click back on our module here and start adding some images. Well, how many columns do I want? So let's say 6. You can have as many or as few as you wish. Images, when I put them in there, 150 by 150, that's a little small. I think I'm going to have 300 by 300. Or you can have them full size if you want. I'll just put mine to 300 by 300. Link, for the time being, I think I'll leave it as media file. You can have none, so it's just a sort of static background. But I think if I just leave this, it'll link to the actual image and open it in a Lightbox if I put this to yes. Order by, well, I'm going to put them in the order I want, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, well, let's add some images. I'm not even sure quite what I'm going to put here yet, but it's going to be more of a decorative thing. Let's just grab these here. 3, 4, 5, and another one. 6. And hit the little button to add them to the gallery. There they are. Let's just separate these two color wise. There we go. And all I did there was left click and hold to move an image. And when you're happy with where they are, you can put a caption in there if you want to put a caption in. And reverse the order quickly by just hitting that button there. When you are happy, hit insert into gallery. Okay, I think that's going to be okay. Don't really want to reorder that. Let's go through some of the settings here. Now, if you click on a thumbnail, it'll just take you to the gallery. You can reorder how you see fit. We've done all the image size, columns, link, Lightbox. Let's go to style. Spacing. Well, I want a minimal spacing. So let's put it to custom and put the spacing down to 0. We'll probably still have a little bit of spacing around there. Border type. Well, I don't want a border. Obviously, you can put a border on however you want. Solid, dotted, dashed, double, grooved. But I don't want a border, and simply put in what you want there. The border radius here. I guess if you put in solid, yeah, there we go. Then you've got an option to put in the amount, the width of whatever it is there, but actually I don't want a border. And border radius, I'm sure you know already, we'll give it a curve to each corner if you put a value in there. Caption, well, we've not got any captions, but if you did have, you can align it here, show or hide it. Choose the text color, but like I say, we didn't add any captions to our images, so we're fine there. Margins, well, we know all about margins and paddings. Z-index is, if there was something behind it, you could flip whatever shows in front by changing the Z-index. Higher ones are forward, lower ones are back. So for instance, if this text right here had a Z-index of 4 and the background had a Z-index of 5, you wouldn't see the text because it would be behind the background. If it had a value of 4 and the background had a value of 3, well, it would be on top because it's a lower number. That's just how the index. CSS ID, well, we can give it an ID if we wanted a menu item or a button to link to this particular spot. We'll do that in later videos. Not going to have any motion effects or backgrounds or borders or custom positioning. Responsive wise, that can stay on all devices. Let's just have a look at what it's going to look like by hitting the little screen icon. Let's have a look at it on a tablet. Yeah, that's fine. And a mobile. There we go. And you'll just get kind of full images here. So I'm fairly happy with that. That's pretty easy to set up. Little gallery right there. Experiment with it. Get it how you want it. Let's just have a quick preview. Go down to where we were. And there we are. We've got a simple full width sort of photo strip type gallery. And if you click on an image, it pops up with the Lightbox effects like that. Very easy to do, just took a few minutes. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, share, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're interested in web development, take a look down below. We've got some great free courses down there, as well as some premium courses with some huge discounts for our YouTube subscribers, so do check it out. Once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.